Hi everyone, welcome to Animation Juice. My name is Richard. Today's Tuesday, which means it's Quick Tip Tuesday, and in this episode I'm going to show you how to quickly see the values in your paintings in Photoshop so that you can adjust them and create stronger focal points. So let's jump in. So here we are in Photoshop, and I've got this painting of this cat with this really sneering expression, and I really want to make sure that the focal point is on the face. That's where all of the story is being told in this painting, and so I want to make sure that that's being communicated clearly to the audience. So one of the ways that you can make sure that the focal point is in a certain area is to use high contrast. What do I mean by high contrast? Well, it's where the lightest light meets the darkest dark, and they're sat next to each other. That's going to draw the audience's eye to that area. One of the ways it's going to be drawn to that area. Now, if you're painting in black and white, it's quite easy to see where the lightest light and the darkest dark is, and where they're sat next to each other. But when you're painting in colour, it's not that easy. You've got to train your eye to see the value of the colour. That is, you've got to train your eye to see how light or dark a certain colour is, and that's difficult because you place colours next to each other. They make certain things look differently. Colours are quite illusory. But if you're in Photoshop, there are various ways that you can instantly see the values of colours that you're using. One of the ways is to go to Image, Mode, Grayscale. But you can see it's turned my painting to black and white. But now I can't paint in anything other than black and white. You can see if I select a colour, it's just painting it's just painting the value of that colour. So let me just undo that. So there is a better way that you can see the values of the colours that you're using, but while still being able to paint in colour. So what you need to do is create a new layer and fill that layer with black. Okay? And then you're going to change the layer mode on this black layer from normal to saturation. Okay? Now we are seeing only the values of the colours of the layers beneath this black layer. If I turn the black layer off, we can see back in colour. So this is showing me in real time what the values of the colours that I'm using. So now I can start to manipulate the values in the painting to create the focal point in the face. So as I said, I'm going to do that by creating a much higher contrast in the face. That is, I'm going to put the lightest light next to the darkest dark. So I could either go up into the face and add a highlight in the eye, but the face is already quite dark. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to come down to the feet, which I can see are looking like they're the same value as the face. It's competing. The feet at the bottom of the picture are competing for attention, if you like, with the face. There's not a clear focal point in this piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off our saturation layer and just get a soft brown brush and pick up a colour around here. Knock the opacity down to about 50% and just paint maybe on top of there. Just knocking. Let's just knock it down a little bit. Just knocking, adding sort of almost like a little bit of mist around the feet. Maybe a bit of dust. It looks like it's in quite a sandy environment. And just something to knock back the value of that area, and we can see the value of that area by just simply turning that black and white layer back on again. So we've increased the value in that area. The higher the value, the lighter it is, and the lower the value, the darker the colour is. That's as I understand it anyway. The most important thing is now the darkest area is in the face, And we can go one step further just to solidify that contrast. Let's just turn that layer off again. And let's just add a really nice highlight in that eye. Just add a glint in the eye. And then now you can see that we have the lightest light next to the darkest dark. In a very specific area in the iris of the eye, but also in the general head area. It's surrounded by all this light, the light background, and you've got the very dark face, and it is the darkest thing on the entire canvas. So now the focal point is clearly on the face, because that is where the highest contrast is, and we've been able to see in a really quick way what the values of our colors are by simply adding this black layer at the top of our stack and switching the layer mode to saturation. Now this is a tip that I picked up from Feng Zhu, who is an amazing games and film concept artist. He's got an awesome channel, Feng Zhu Design. The link is on the screen, so I highly recommend checking his stuff out. He's brilliant. So thanks Feng Zhu for that tip. It's a fantastic way to enhance your drawings, and I use it all the time. So that's it. I hope you can now see how to quickly see the values of the colors in your paintings by adding a black layer at the top of your layer stack and changing the layer mode to saturation. It's a really great technique to quickly see where the focal point of your piece is, and making sure that the highest contrast is where you want the audience's eye to go. That's it for this episode of Quick Tip Tuesday. If you like the video, make sure to let me know by leaving a like and a comment, and make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest tips as they come out. So until next week, have a great week guys, and I'll see you later.